Welcome back. While some have finished rebuilding from last year's tornadoes, others are running into roadblocks and getting their homes fixed. News 2's Alex Dennis is live in East Nashville tonight with more on that. Alex.
You're right, Haley. Parts of East Nashville were damaged beyond repair. We see vacant lots now sit where beautiful historic homes once stood. A year ago, I met a resident who felt guilty that his home in East Nashville off of Holly Street wasn't as severely damaged as some of his neighbors. But now, a year later, he has a different story to tell. Compared to other homes on Holly Street in East Nashville, Tom Larson's historic brick Tudor looks pretty good.
It's just taken us, unfortunately, 11 and a half months to get here.
News 2's drone captured Larson's home the morning of March 3rd. The storm damage was limited to the roof and second level.
But now we have to build everything.
Standing in the same place I stood with him a year ago, I hardly recognized the home. He explains the situation started when he hired his contractor.
They seemed like really good guys, hard workers. They said they were licensed in the state of Tennessee.
But as months went by, Larson says work slowed.
I started asking questions and they stopped giving answers.
Then came a series of accidents.
There were 3 different incidents that they actually flooded the house by not capping lines, which created a Pandora's box of more and more repairs.
Then Larson claims, unbeknownst to him, unlicensed subs started showing up performing work that wasn't up to code.
I think they saw opportunity, spread themselves too thin, and once they got in too deep, couldn't get themselves out in a graceful manner.
News 2 attempted to contact the company.
The number you dialed is not a working number.
We learned the Franklin office has shut down. We emailed and left a message with the Memphis location.
I wanted to reach out just to give you guys an opportunity to explain.
A new company is now on site fixing the work, but the original project was far enough along that a majority of Larson's insurance payout is gone.
Roughly $230,000.
Now there isn't enough money to complete the repairs, and to top it off, Larson is a musician who's been out of work due to COVID. He hopes as live music slowly returns,
maybe get a gig or 2 here or there,
he can use that money to finish his home. Until then, he's sharing his story.
I don't want this to ever happen to anybody else again.
Now, unfortunately, Larson isn't alone. I spoke to the Better Business Bureau, Middle Tennessee, who tells me that following the tornado, 17% of the complaints made against contractors were specifically related to tornado damage. In East Nashville, Alex Dennis, News 2.